The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own, and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with. All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
Hi there, and welcome to Green Irene's Cannabis and Creative Visualizations here on the Pace Radio Network every Wednesday at noon. It's time to stop, take a break, have a toke, and meditate. Let's talk a little bit about why we combine cannabis with creative visualizations or guided meditations. In particular, now that cannabis is so widely available and its consumption begins to take on, well, I guess a more casual attitude, we risk it becoming just another thing that we consume. Just another distraction rather than a tool for enriching our lives. It's easy. We can lose sight of how powerful this plant truly is and the places that it can take us. And to understand that, the full relationship that we have to cannabis, we have to become mindful about how we use cannabis. Cannabis has a long and colorful history of ritual use to achieve exalted states of mind and heightened awareness. Even today, traces of these traditions can still be seen in a few corners of the world. In particular, the Rastas of Jamaica, the Sadhus of India, and there are certain Middle Eastern religious cults as well. Now, I'm not saying that we should all start growing dreadlocks or smear our faces with ash and start shouting "Bumbolanat" before every toke. But by cultivating just a little bit of mindfulness in how we use cannabis, such as meditation with cannabis, we can develop a healthy relationship to it that enriches our life instead of clouding it. So how do we do that? Borrowing from a page of the Eightfold Noble Path of Buddhism, it comes down to our intentions. Right mind equals right relationship. Right mind, in this context, means our reasons for using cannabis. Why are we smoking the plant? Are we just trying to numb away the boredom of our life? Are we smoking out of an unconscious habit? Perhaps as a behavioral compulsion. Are you even aware of your motivations for smoking cannabis? In particular, today, we want to smoke cannabis to have a heightened sensory pleasure of meditation. And if you want to smoke cannabis because you want to experience the heightened sensory pleasure of sitting in the sun and listening to the birds after a long workday, that's great. If you want to enhance your creativity or deepen your relaxation in a bath, fantastic. Meditation with cannabis can be an intensely satisfying experience. Being honest with ourselves about our cannabis use helps us to create the clarity. And right mind allows us to create right relationship, rooted in conscious choice and honest self-reflection. With a good relationship, you naturally use cannabis in a positive way, in a mindful way, honoring and respecting the power of this remarkable plant, not abusing it, nor taking it for granted. And so, to bring all of what I'm saying down to a very practical level, it's really just a simple 3-step protocol to transform your use of cannabis into a life-enhancing, mindful, meditative ritual. 1. Pause. Take a deliberate pause before you partake. It is the essence of mindfulness. 2. Breathe. Taking a deep breath will help center and relax you, bringing you more into the present moment where the real benefits of cannabis exist. And 3, gratitude. There is all kinds of research on the benefits of gratitude. One of the things to bear in mind mostly is that when you're expressing and thinking in a grateful tone, you're actually priming your neural circuits for positive experiences. So, after you pause and take a breath, just feel gratitude for a moment. Feel gratitude for the genius of plant chemistry. Feel gratitude for the possibility that, you can do this without, the looming threat of legal consequences. Today, we're going to focus on a highlight strain that I'm going to be enjoying during the break, and it's called AK-47. Now, there is absolutely no way to go wrong with this strain. Being awarded multiple times, AK-47 comes from the cross of the best of the best of the best. And yeah, it's the best of the best land races. And it will definitely result in top buds quality. AK-47's ability to resist all types of climates and pests has been improved over the years, resulting in a very well-rounded strain. AK-47 is a strain with a strong lineage that may have begun in the post-war 1970s as the Thai and Afghani cross. However, AK-47 itself did not come into existence until 1992, and the strain also underwent a complete rework in 1999, and that was to ensure that the plants could produce uniform seeds. What else could I say? AK-47 is absolutely one of my favorites. It was one of the very first I started growing as a medical patient or a medical consumer, and it was probably one of the very first that I consumed as a medical patient. It is often referred to as the one-hit wonder. Just one toke of this power plant seriously is enough to experience an intense but beautiful, very pleasant high. The renowned THC-laden strain is one that you will want to enjoy time and time again. It is an award-winning sativa-dominant wonder weed. And that was a whole mouthful to say and a lot of credit to the plant, but it's true. It's award-winning for good reason. AK-47 was actually created by Simon at Serious Seeds, and honest to God, its recipe is shrouded in so much mystery. KFC would be proud of it, the Colonel himself. So a little bit more about the sativa heavy hybrid. It actually comes from, so there's a little bit of dispute here. The current AK-47 comes from 4 types of landrace strains combined. So that's the Thai, Mexican, Colombian, and Afghan. Remember those because it makes a difference. These combine to form a very potent blend of diverse genetics. And although the exact lineage is disputed, AK-47 is thought to originally have begun life as a hybrid mix of only the Thai and Afghani strains. Not really sure what the truth is there. does it really matter? AK 47 really began to take shape in the early 90s, and ultimately it gave us that quality blend of global genetics that we have since come to know and love. Some of the things that we do know for sure is that the strain contains a mix of approximately 65% sativa and 35% indica in its genetic makeup. It definitely gives you the best of both worlds. Its AK 47 is renowned for an amazing aroma and taste, which is, I guess, characterized by notes of a very heavy skunk with pine, almost like you're 5 minutes behind the skunk in the wood forest. I don't know, in a pine forest, and it's got a slight woody, citrusy taste to it with kind of undertones. Now, when you couple that along with a very reasonable percentage of THC, which usually comes in around 20 to 25%, you really are in for a high quality, very flavorful, and long lasting experience. That experience when smoking AK 47, well, it really, feelings of euphoria, and it genuinely promotes motivation and creativity. Now, the CBD content of the strain is obviously not a selling point because it only comes in at about a half a percentage. But it's very recommended anyway amongst both recreational as well as therapeutic users. It does provide a kind of mild body buzz, like literally a buzz, and it's very good at easing tension. The strain has potential to induce couch lock if you smoke enough of it. But the truth is it's known as the one hit wonder because really it only takes one hit of the AK 47 to really get a nice little good woohoo happening. So it's a great smoke to have for yourself or to share amongst friends. Combining it with your meditation practice will definitely produce an exceptionally mindful, creative experience. The strain is an absolute favorite among transcendental meditation practitioners such as myself, and you can learn a lot more about that and me and the services that I offer at www.greenirene.ca. Again, there is a world of difference between getting stoned and working with cannabis in an intentional way. So, if you just want to go and get stoned, go for it. If you really want to work with it intentionally, take the moment to pause. By taking a deliberate pause before you partake of this incredible herb, you really will create just a little bit of space, just enough room to acknowledge what you are doing. And this pause truly is the essence of mindfulness. In addition to that, breathe. Taking a deep breath will center and relax you, bringing you to a more present space in this moment. This is where the real benefits of cannabis exist, instead of feeling anxious thoughts of the past or of the future. And gratitude, of course. There is a lot of research on the benefits of gratitude. And by consciously bringing feelings of gratitude to your mind, you prime your neural circuits for positive experiences. So after you pause and take a deep breath, just feel gratitude for a moment. Feel grateful for the genius of plant chemistry. Feel grateful for the possibility that you can do this without legal consequences. Feel grateful for this moment and the sweetness before you go to the taste and the goodness of the green. It only takes a second. And then inhale and enjoy. When we return, after a word from our sponsors, we will begin today's guided meditation. Please make sure that your area is distraction-free and comfortable for the next 15 to 20 minutes. Our meditation lasts only 13 to 15 minutes, depending on how quick I speak. That said, enjoy this moment with our sponsors.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network, here at paceradio.net.
The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own, and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with. All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
When you have a pain that's reached its peak, Legacy for 20, it's so unique. If organic cannabis is what you seek, here's your trusted partner 7 days a week. Suppository salves, vapes and drops, topicals, edibles, infused pop. Just when life seems like it ain't easy, at Legacy 420, enjoy a pop freezy. Lab tested products, make them the GOAT. Legacy 420 out on your road. Legacy 420 in Tyndonega Mohawk territory. Indigenous organic cannabis at its finest.
What do you find at paceradio.net? People advocating cannabis education.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more. We've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
We are people advocating cannabis education, here at Pace Radio.